I think we're going. Is it?
Yeah. I think we're set. Oh, look, we got an
Oh,
action.
that's cool.
We got a new light thing. What's that?
It's a new camera.
Autumn, tell us about this number 2 camera.
I stole it from the We Might Be Drunk studio.
It looks nice.
Yeah. That's
How
your
come they
wide
have
shot.
this nice camera?
Because they make money. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
That's probably a big part of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to do that.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Known Zone. I am Andy Haynes, and I'm joined by my pretty princess.
It's me. It's Wilfred. Hey,
It's Wilfred
here's the
Padua.
thing. I don't want to make money because I'm in it for the love of the game. It's important.
Yeah.
Kerryn, you like money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But there was
Cool.
I didn't have money for most of my life, and it was
Just until the pandemic, really?
yeah.
Okay.
It was fine. I
Okay.
had some. I always had enough.
This is our guest, Kerryn
Sorry,
Feehan.
hi, thanks for having me.
Comedian. Do you have any hyphenates? Would you go with?
Guys. Comedian, sex worker.
Yeah.
Sex worker?
Oh
wow. Okay.
lazy sex worker.
Yeah.
That's cool. Man, I've seen your
We're
sex
the-
work
we're
mainly
the
takes
sex
place in
symbols.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
We're the
That's-
sex symbols of comedy, us three.
Who
three
are
of us.
you?
What do you-
Maybe me and Andy.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
the hell?
Get him.
I represent a
You said-
giant
A faction
demographic
of what?
of Asian comedians.
He's like the sex workers, like mail order brides or sex workers. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm what you get in a Wayfair closet. God damn it, I ordered a Wilfred again.
Some
That's a
fat
Wilfred.
Russian woman is gonna order you.
Yeah.
They're gonna put you in the Wayfair.
Is that what you want? Do you want to be a kept man in a sense?
I think he'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, but I want to get kept by something that's like
He wants an unrealistic
something
situation.
out of my league. I want an out of my league situation.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to
So-
figure out how to bat above my grade.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would be like, if I dated like a much older woman, I don't think her friends would be like, wow, how'd you get this young fry? They'd be like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
He's batting.
You want, but so wait, do you want her to be older?
No.
No, you
Yuck,
you
gross,
just want
never.
to fuck up. right. You just want to fuck out of your personal
Yes,
league.
I want her to be out of my league.
Okay.
He wants her to be out of his league physically and financially.
And emotionally.
Yeah.
Emotionally, no. I'm a mature guy.
Spoken like a mature guy. Hey, I'm a mature guy.
All of my best friends tell me I'm very mature.
Yeah, that's actually one of my leading qualities.
Yeah.
Your maturity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got to look way better than I could achieve.
Mm-hmm.
I want to walk around with a girl and have everyone think, what does he got going on?
Right.
There's a secret to him.
There is something fun when you see a hot chick and she has like just a garbage boyfriend. Not that you would be garbage. I wouldn't be. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
like
see it
that,
sometimes.
like that guy that's like all chin or whatever, and he's
Yeah.
got like a hot babe.
He's like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. He's a neck beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
think you can do whatever you want, Wilfred.
You're-
Believe in yourself.
Most of your sex work takes place on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
That's I've never done OnlyFans. I have not seen your page. I apologize.
It's okay.
Um,
I mean,
you know-
what am I supposed to plug?
Did I tell you?
NYC,
holes.
Stanford, September 7th.
Did I tell you that bit that I wanted to do where I was going to start a link tree and it was only going to link to your OnlyFans?
That'd be great. Wow, how was that not that?
what's that? How's that a bit?
Yeah, just
That's
do
a
that.
funny bit.
Just do
That's
that.
a funny life bit.
Just
It would be funny if that was like all your shows just linked back to Kerryn's
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm just
My
going to say my
username?
dates, tour dates, and then it links to
Tickets
your OnlyFans.
here. Kerryn's only.
I know. What, so we both don't sell?
I was on OnlyFans. I was at like a boys ski trip, and one of the comics there had like a healthy amount of OnlyFans that he was following.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call them? Like people that are
Patrons?
No,
subscribers?
the models.
The model, the OnlyFans models.
Is that what you would say?
He subscribes to a lot of their pages. Sure.
Yeah, and
Andy's
so
pretending like
there was
he
a
doesn't know
couple.
this.
Like cum dumpsters. What are they
Yeah.
called? What is their professional?
I really
Yeah.
don't. I would.
Gross ladies?
I've wanted to, but
cocky
I've.
face.
It's too. I feel like it could get back to me, and my wife is so vicious and
yeah.
retribution based that I am terrified to look at some of the OnlyFans.
She would react with spite. Or
She would
with
just
revenge?
I don't
what
know.
What do you think she would do to hurt you?
She would just show me like a black guy with a 6-pack that she fucked one time,
Right.
and I'd be like,
That'd be enough to really ruin your weekend.
She would just show me what she could be looking at. And,
Right,
you know,
right.
I don't know, maybe, not sure, but I'm sure it'd be mean.
Right.
She would continue to do her act. That's all about how big of a cuck I am, how big of a loser cuck I am, and how I'm the only value I have is that I'm kind of a pussy.
Do you get like?
I'm trying to get through a story. I went on
Yeah, but it was
OnlyFans.
taking
He went
too
on a
long.
ski
No, 'cause you
trip.
guys keep on going on your little tangents.
Okay.
Anyways, I wasn't that impressed with a lot of because I was like, oh, let me see what the pages look like, and so I looked at them, and it would just be like a girl being like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of them are pretty tame. I think
They're
mine's
really
pretty
tame.
tame in general.
but you're making big bucks.
Yeah, it's the I think I'm like the novelty type of.
Oh, because you're a celebrity in another way too.
I don't know if I'm a celebrity, but I have a following.
You're foul mouthed.
I'm foul mouthed.
Yeah, you're like do you ever do like kind of Gonzo type stuff?
Like
Where you
Muppet stuff. Like
No,
Jim
Gonzo
Henson type?
Gonzo porn is like kind of like break the fourth wall porn.
Oh, where they know, I know, you know.
What?
Like they'll put on like a Spring Breakers balaclava and masturbate or something.
Okay,
I don't know.
yeah.
What?
Like a sort of like
That's
an
a fourth-
Inception type.
What's the fourth wall of that?
It's a scene within a scene.
I think it's just that they're not trying to be like they're not doing any like this house is
yeah.
it's way out of your budget. You know, there's none of that.
I've actually recently, I'm like kind of off porn, but I've recently, before I got to that, I was getting bothered by the fact that none of the houses had furniture or anything on the walls. And I was just like, yeah, I don't believe these things
The
anymore.
OnlyFans or
No,
the
in
or
real
porn?
estate porn.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it called? Porn property sex.
Yeah.
okay.
Do you not watch that genre ever?
That's not really my go-to. I could probably fall into one.
I
of
do
it.
think porn is bad. I saw a whole article this weekend in the New York Times about how female real estate agents regularly get assaulted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they'll be showing a house and a guy will be
And
like,
they
"I
don't
saw
like
it
that."
on a video that you like to blow
Oh
the
my
guy,"
God.
and they're like, "I'm not
Yeah.
a porn star."
Ugh, that sucks.
Anyways, so bringing it down.
Guess I'm
but
not
I-
going to get my real estate license.
You should. You could do a whole thing.
Yeah, just bring a camera guy with
Well,
you.
that's what we're calling them now?
What?
A thing?
Yeah.
I could do a whole thing.
No, like a bit, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Where you
It could be a thing.
Yeah, a bit of
catch a
penis.
predator in real
Oh,
estate.
yeah, there you
Right,
go.
yeah, like we'll catch him red-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
You'll
yeah.
act like a complete whore, right?
Okay.
But you won't do anything.
No,
but
no,
they'll
no.
think it's going down, and
Right.
then right when the cameras will come out, and they'll be like, "You're married, sir."
And they
Yeah.
handcuff his balls,
Yeah.
drag him out of there.
Yeah.
So they handcuff one hand
Yeah.
to his hand, and then the other one around his
Yeah,
scrotum.
to
Yeah.
his balls.
Yeah, and
Ooh,
they're like,
that's a bad one.
touch where you're bad.
I was gonna ask, do you get OnlyFans guys coming to shows?
Yeah, sometimes. They're
Is
the
that-
nicest guy. They're
There's
like,
got to be some uncomfortable.
Sure, but I mean, the comedy fans are fucking nerds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, it's they're not really that different, to be honest. They're I would say the guys that are more honest about like, hey, I sub to your OnlyFans, are typically make more eye contact and
A little more normal.
are a little more normal.
Uh-huh.
Have you had a hey, can you take me out the back door type of night with a fan?
No. The thing is, like, I'm almost always around other male comics, whether it's like my opener or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
so I did those. I'm never alone with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
You're not going out the back of the
I'm not.
stand, walking down an alley,
I always,
April O'Neil style.
Frantic's a free show, you guys.
Every
I gotta
time-
make some money.
yeah.
Everybody's like, can I get a spot on Frantic? Meanwhile, I'm getting fucking ass
Yeah.
fucked.
But
I'm
yeah,
just
you
kidding.
don't. That show's so long that usually an OnlyFans guy's asleep by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't stay out that
No,
late.
no, you're
His
right.
halfway house doesn't.
Yeah.
He has a
He's
curfew.
on a day pass. He's in big trouble.
Have you? You've dated a con, right?
A con?
Like ex-con.
Like a felon? Like somebody who's been
Yeah.
in jail?
What is it? Hold on. Can I ask where that question, where this assumption comes from?
Because I would say that coming from the West Coast, you got a real East Coast Mick vibe.
very
She
true.
gets it.
Uh-huh.
And, like I could see
Wait,
Kerryn.
where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could see her working in like a lakeside
it's-
dock bar.
For sure. That's what Sherrod Small always says. She grew up down by the docks, but I didn't. But I
Okay,
mean,
I can see you having.
I'm not opposed to it. That I wouldn't. I guess I sort of saw one guy who was kind of a criminal, but he was just like a drug dealer. It wasn't anything.
yeah,
We've
sure.
all done that.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that dangerous.
Sure, yeah.
Can I ask? So you're from what part of Mass?
I grew up in Marshfield, which is near Plymouth, where our forefathers landed.
Oh yeah. My great grandfather was the first governor of the Plymouth colony.
Oh, you know what I'm
Wow,
realizing?
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You know
What was your great grandfather the governor of? Fucking corn?
Yeah.
No, they don't have corn in the Philippines, you dumb
Just
bitch.
a bamboo.
Yeah, sugar and rice, idiot.
He had six
Okay,
bamboo
we got there.
poles.
We got there. We found our crop.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that I don't think I told you what we do on the podcast.
No.
We've been making a big mistake of this.
Yes.
Of what? Not letting the person know?
So
Yeah.
the known zone.
The known
is
zone.
Basically, it's a pod where we talk about a subject, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Do
like
a deep
something
dive.
we do a deep dive
Okay.
because
And we-
I know a lot about a lot of things,
Right.
and people think that I'm smart, but all I really have is a tertiary knowledge of
Mhm.
like kind of a. And
Like
so
a
we try to help
broad-
people get there
Okay.
by
And I know-
exploring a topic.
I
so
know
they-
very little about everything, but I have classes.
Right.
So people think I'm smart.
Yeah, it's true. I did think Wilfred was smart.
Yeah, until you talk to me for the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people think Wilfred's like this kind of sweet, mature, well-dressed
Everyone
boy.
does think I am mature.
And then they
and
talk to
well-dressed.
you, and you're
Yeah.
like,
He's like a mean, jerk.
yeah, and a sex
Criminal?
pest.
Yeah.
Are you a sex pest,
No,
Wilfred?
I am so bad at
He's a sex pest.
Yesterday a girl came to a show and was there to flirt with me, and I could not talk to her.
Really?
Yeah, I'm such a bitch when it
She
comes
was
to
there to
man.
flirt with you.
Yeah.
You'd already corresponded on another. How did you know she was
Platform?
there to flirt with you?
Instagram.
Platform.
Oh, wow.
Right. So you'd already established
a
a
visitor.
connection,
I had a visitor.
Wow.
and you couldn't seal the deal.
No.
What happens? What goes on?
I get into my middle school boy
Wow.
phase.
I also think
no.
you sometimes want to hang with your boys. I've noticed
Oh,
that.
I love the boys.
Like
yeah.
he's like sometimes like there'll be like a girl situation, and he's like, I want to hang with my guys.
Ugh.
It's because my comic friends are way more fun than some girl that I've never spoken to.
Yeah, they have.
That could be the love of your
They
life
give
that you're missing
decent
out on.
blowjobs and a good hang versus a bad hang and a probably decent blowjob.
Yeah.
You know.
I understand, but you've got every night to hang out with the boys, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. It always feels like
You get FOMO when the boys. What do they do that's so fun without you? What do you think you're going to miss
Bits.
out on? Bits.
Yeah.
Lots of bits.
Good bits, good riffs.
You don't think a girl's good to bounce bits off of, especially one who likes you? She's going to laugh when they're not even good.
A girl?
Yeah, come on, Karen.
Come
You
on,
know, a
Karen.
regular girl.
No,
No.
you're the only kind of girl that we can run bits off of.
What, you guys?
And we can't
That's
date
not
women like
true.
you.
Yeah.
You've been sullied.
That's why I go. You don't think you can practice bits on a regular girl? You totally can.
No, some. I mean, obviously, there's
Most people, here's the thing. It's not even whether it's a girl or a guy. Most people that aren't us are too nice to.
Yeah, you must have dated multiple people who you were like, they just aren't funny.
They're just boring.
But I'm funny enough.
Oh, okay, you can accept that you can be the funny one.
Yeah, and it's you make the other person funny. And when it's a guy-girl situation, you guys have this ego that even though I was a professional comedian and my last boyfriend was not, there's still this innate thing that you guys have as men that you think you're funnier than us.
Well,
see,
wait
that's-
till you get to my house.
That's the thing is I don't.
You're in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, for him, that guy that I dated, he was pretty severely depressed for a lot of our relationship, and the mornings were the hardest.
What a pussy.
No,
I'm kidding.
no.
I have depression.
No,
I'm kidding.
yeah, it is what it is, and I did feel a little bit like a court jester, every morning that was
Yeah.
la la la. But it always worked.
Yeah.
After a cup of coffee and a little cup of Kerryn, he would be in a better mood.
And
so that made me you feel good.
But I've dated women that are very funny, and
You made them depressed.
Yeah.
They were
yeah.
good, and you sullied
I
them.
know.
Yeah, you
I'm a
brought them
bummer.
down.
I'm just kidding.
Why'd you bring them down?
No, but I want to date someone that is as funny or funnier than me,
And hotter than you.
and hotter,
Good luck, Wilfred.
and wealthier.
Who is this woman?
What is this?
Who is this woman?
That's like when I go to the cellar and I'm not getting booked for spots, and I see the lineup, is Norman, Morrill, Shane, Seinfeld, Louis, Rock, Chappelle. I'm not going, man, I should be up there right now instead of them. And that's the same thing for you with pussy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same.
That's a good analogy. I get what he's saying. I see where he's going.
Okay, I'll let it happen.
I'm kidding. I think you deserve everything you ever wanted because you're my special little guy.
That's going to get him some pussy for sure.
Yeah.
My special little
Andy
guy.
calls me a special little guy.
Yeah, Andy and my mom call me special little guys.
No, me and Wilfred actually do have a secret, low-key, very sweet relationship where we don't really make fun of each other in private. We do a lot more building each other up.
That's nice.
We
Yeah.
talk about our feelings.
We rehash therapy sessions.
Yeah, and do that. You go to therapy?
No.
That's
Oh.
what do they say? The Irish are imperceptible.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
I don't know. I've never had the impulse. I mean, I've been to enough AA meetings. But yeah, I've never really wanted to go to therapy.
Are you California sober or sober?
California.
Okay. And do you still go to AA?
Not really. Once in a while.
Because they'll harp on you about
They'll give you shit for the
marijuana.
smoking. They
weed.
won't let you
Yeah.
share.
They won't let you.
Oh, really?
Well, they just will, and they'll also contradict your sobriety date.
Do you do anything to in your life to supplant therapy?
I work out every day.
Oh yeah.
That is, I actually kind of think there's a couple things that I don't think they're long-term fixes, but they do help. And I think hard exercise is one.
Mhm.
I will not be emotionally fucked up if I work out hard.
Yeah.
Or at least I won't be beholden to them.
Me and Andy, this is going to be an announcement on the pod. Me and Andy are going to do a weight loss challenge on the pod.
Weight loss. Neither of you need to lose weight.
You should see us without our shirts.
Without our
on.
shirts,
It's
yeah.
pretty gross.
Yeah.
Looks like 2 marshmallows.
I'm 10 pounds more.
But I think you
than
should keep the weight and just think about building muscle.
See, I don't even understand how. I've worked out a lot for my entire life. I've never looked awesome, and I just don't know why.
What? You don't eat meat.
No.
That's why.
But I've never even looked skinny. I've always even.
I think I think you're cut. I think your arm. I don't know, but to me, I'm guessing your arms are kind of cut.
No, I'm not really.
No.
I mean,
You got yeah.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, you got great arms.
thank you.
Now
I was a
my
mover.
turn.
Yeah.
Talk about me.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, little guy. You want to show us your little buys?
Look at this strong little guy. Whoa.
Oh wow.
What a strong little
Yeah.
guy.
You can do anything you want, Wilfred.
But okay, so I do want to get to the topic because it's probably one that's near and dear to you. Today I wanted to talk about the Irish Troubles because you are one of the Hibernian brood.
I am.
If you don't know what that means, Wilfred,
I don't.
Hibernians are Irish people.
Hibernian.
Hibernian.
Did you not know that?
No.
You haven't gone to any of those weird meetings that they have in Boston?
No.
Yeah.
What is it just mean
are they
Irish?
just clan
It's
meetings?
like a tribe.
Oh, it's a part of the Irish.
It's like an old. It would be like Hibernian was like when you would call somebody trying to think of
Like a Fujian Chinese person or whatever.
Hibernian was like a clan in Ireland before it was settled.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think,
Okay.
And I'm totally guessing that, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a
Feels
football
right.
team in Scotland called the Hibernians, the Hibs.
Mm.
That's I think Edinburgh's team. And there's actually like a lot of crossover. So the Irish, obviously, one of the largest European diasporas. I mean, all of those countries.
You
but
guys are all over the place.
the Irish, they really made their name kind of in any of the Commonwealth and Americas. If you didn't know this,
How much Irish?
Do you have any
is in
Irish? Her name's Feehan, which is like a pretty Irish.
My parents went to Ireland for their honeymoon.
Irish.
Both Irish.
Yeah.
So you're 100%?
Yeah.
Wow, you're rare.
I don't think you can really meet a Feehan that is not 100% Irish.
Can't you meet someone, a Feehan, who like marries
but it's just a type of Irish. It's like
They stuck together.
yeah, it's like her.
So is your,
it's like her
is your
grandma.
mom's last name Feehan too?
Did your grandma smoke inside of the house?
My mother
Yeah.
smoked inside of the house.
Yeah,
until a certain age.
Yeah. See,
What is? I don't. This is like all new to me.
What?
This like
have
stereotype
you seen The Fighter?
or whatever.
The Fighter.
Which one's The Fighter?
She's from Massachusetts. She's an Irish woman from Massachusetts.
Christian Bale, The Fighter.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
seen The Fighter?
Yeah, I actually love that. I love a boxing
Sue
movie.
Costello's in that movie.
It makes me want to
Yeah.
do push-ups.
My dad was born and raised in Dorchester, which is a really dangerous neighborhood, Southie. Yeah. And then my mom was from Weymouth. Her last name is Powers. She's one of 6.
That's another Irish last name.
And
Oh,
then
really?
that was
Yeah.
my grandfather's last name was Powers. He married a Houlihan.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
wow!
Super Irish. Yeah. So my sister's name, my
So
name's Kerryn.
Are you getting connection to the like the Whitey Bulgers? Is that far off?
No, I mean, my dad talked about him like he like knew him.
He'd seen him
almost.
around,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And when the Boston Strangler was out, my dad and a bunch of his friends would go out every night looking for the
Just
guy.
beat up black guys. We found him again.
There's another one. These stranglers all over the place.
Ain't no more strangling happening here, kid.
Oh shit! The Celtics are stranglers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got kicked out of a bunch of schools. My dad got kicked out of a bunch of private schools. These nuns used to hit him. They would like lock him up on this cage on this roof. He would tell you about. He was a bad
You think
kid.
you had it hard? He went to Irish Catholic school.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Went to all boys Catholic school set up by the Irish Christian Brothers.
Where?
Seattle.
Okay.
That's where we're both from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so are you going to Catholic school?
Yeah, I went to Sacred Heart from 3rd.
I think there's a Sacred Heart in
everywhere, right?
Because there was a Sacred Heart in Seattle as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. It's one of the big staple Catholic
go-to.
things.
What was
They
the
run
hot
out of-
girls one?
Notre Dame Academy was a hot girls one.
We had Forest Ridge.
What's the
and
girls?
we had Holy Names.
Holy Names, Jesus.
Forest-
Holy Dames. Oh.
Yeah.
Forest Ridge though were the rich girls.
Yeah, but they were on the east side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister went to Notre Dame Academy. I took the test. I got in. They were giving me
Notre
a
Dame
scholarship.
all girls?
All girls. I didn't want to
Okay.
go because there weren't any boys there.
Oh, you're a little slut from
I
the
was
beginning,
a little slut
huh?
from the beginning.
Yeah.
Man, I had some great run-ins in high school with some Catholic girls. Some of the best because it was
Guess who didn't?
like you.
The guy that went to an all boys school.
Well, because for me, I didn't have that like lack of socialization. I'm always around women because I go to a mixed school. But the girls from the Catholic school,
Karen's one of the first
you
women
get in-
I've talked to.
today, but
At all.
when you got to the dances, everybody was so pent up that it
Yeah.
was like a guaranteed handy.
Yeah,
you know?
if you went to one of those all boys schools, all girls schools dances, and you didn't hook up,
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you had
Damn
to.
it! I
It
should
was
have went
Catholic
to dances.
Memorial and BC High were the all boys schools.
BC High was the Boston College High School.
Yeah, those were
Okay.
the Jesuit.
I did once
priests.
go to. There was this underage club. I forget where in Seattle it was, but like
How long were you working there?
I get delivered every once in a while.
How long were they bidding on you?
It was like you could. It was 16 and up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
did-
everyone was talking about how like
Kiss all the other
someone
boys.
had fingered someone at those clubs, and I would go and I'd be like, all right, I don't know how to engage.
You're just
in
walking
this.
around, fingers out. What do I do? You guys fall on
Does
me?
anyone want to sit
Come
on me?
on. Watch out. I got 10 of these. And they're all hungry.
It's
wearing
that
a-
Spider-Man Filipino kid again
I'm
coming
wearing
at
a
us.
Wolverine costume.
You're like the side talk Spider-Man, but
Yeah.
Filipino
You wore
Wolverine.
The shocker.
Yeah, I love
Who
this.
is this kid?
So anyways, the Irish, obviously hugely influential in the building of the United States and also the UK as well. They're basically, they were one of the first migrant laborers that was kind of adopted into America because they were white, although they were not treated white. They, there were signs that said no Irish. But anyways, so that doesn't have anything to do with
There's
this.
one above my butthole.
Yeah. No Irish.
Just kidding. That's the only place they fit.
Yeah. I liked that. That was good. But
Are they tiny dicked?
A lot of them, not in my family, but a lot of them are.
How do you know?
Jesus Christ.
Well,
We all had to take showers together.
my college roommate slept with my brother, so she
Oh.
let me know about him.
Oh,
And then,
we were just talking about this type of thing
yeah.
before you came in.
Okay.
Because yesterday I looked up. I don't know.
Her husband,
Don't.
his brother's dick. He looked it up.
Don't read into that. I looked up. When is the penis too big?
Yeah,
and
seems pretty
Wilfred.
illegal.
Don't read into this.
Don't read into this,
Don't
but
read
I
into it.
am on a
Just
watch
wanna-
list.
I am just concerned for the ladies that I'm with.
Right.
But it said that it usually only occurs, like usually a girl can take any size dick as long as she's aroused enough.
Jesus Christ, this is an
You were- what do you-
educational
Yeah,
program.
this is educational. I just said science.
Okay. What was this leading to? Were you going to ask Kerryn something?
No, I thought we were going to talk
He
about
just wants
it.
to brag about his big dick, I think.
It's not even that. It's like
It's fine.
it's
I've
real.
seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's healthy. It definitely breaks the stereotype
That's good.
of penises looking normal.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, no, so Irish guys sometimes have small penises, but yeah, not in my family. And then my dad's nickname was Buffalo Balls.
Jesus.
Oh,
And
big
his
balls.
first name is-
Epididymitis.
Yeah, his first name's Richard, and everybody called him Big Dick. Big Dick.
Okay,
Mm.
that's good.
So-
Good for him.
Yeah, good
I don't
for
even
them.
know what too big of balls would be like.
You should watch Beau is Afraid. You'll see a pair.
Oh, really?
It's like he's sick. He's got like a ball disorder.
Oh.
It's
yeah.
gross.
I don't want to see that.
Oh.
So Ireland, it breaks up in 1921. They split it up. The English split it up. The
To the north and the south?
Yeah, and they had not planned that to be forever. That was the idea, was to break it up so that they could kind of manage it, because
Was it like a divide and conquer idea?
Protestants and the Catholics.
well,
right? Aren't they
Northern
fighting
Ireland
each other?
Northern Ireland had been colonized by British Protestants, and they did not get along with the Catholics.
Oh.
So they said, we're going to break it up. I think it's Will you look up, Autumn, how many counties there are in Northern Ireland? Because this is kind of a big thing. It's like they refer to them in... Yeah, there we go.
Are you still a believer in Catholic God?
Magic?
Yeah.
What?
In Catholic
And
God?
Catholicism?
That's how many counties they have in there?
Wow.
That's
a
too many.
lot.
I think this is...
I'm named after the Ring of Kerry, kind of, sort of. My mom
I think
just
it's
put an
6.
N on
Yeah,
it.
so it's the
Wow.
6 of... The 6 in Northern Ireland, and then there's like 30 in...
Okay.
So sometimes they'll refer to them as the numbers.
What's the Ring of Kerry? Sorry.
The Ring of Kerry is
It's
part
really
of...
pretty.
It's like a vista in
Oh,
Kerry,
really?
Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where your people are from?
Well, that's what I'm named after. But I think that on my mom's side, my grandfather, his father was a fisherman in Cork.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And then I don't know.
My people were from, I think, Dublin, but maybe there was another southern, wherever. I don't want to look into it right now because it's too off. I like that one of the counties is called Tyrone. That's just kind of fun. It's
Well, there's Dwayne Paul Cullen. Dwayne, he's
Yeah.
an Irish guy with a black dude name.
Colin Tyrell.
Yeah.
Even though he said
But that's his last name. Turtle. Yeah.
Turtle.
I hate it when in his Tonight Show spot he kept on saying film instead of film, and I was like, you gotta fix that one.
Yeah, he's such a Mick. And we can say that about those Patty scum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to get back to my question about Catholicism.
I mean, thematically, I still think, be
The
good
Pope
to your
is the
neighbor.
president.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that too. I mean, I voted. But
She takes the day off of OnlyFans every time there's a new pope. She can't show whole
She
until
blows white smoke out of her ass.
so I know
Yeah.
we have a new president. I
what
don't
was
know.
the question?
There's like-
Is she still Catholic?
I'm not a practicing Catholic.
You go to
but-
midnight mass?
No, I would though. I'm not opposed to
I
I
took-
go to midnight mass every year.
I
Yeah.
took Andy to midnight mass,
But
I
I'm
think we
not
did it
Catholic.
2 years ago, right? That was
Yeah.
the last one.
That's like fun. It's like a spectacle.
It's
I
like-
just like the
gorgeous.
I like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
incense and the chorus.
Yeah.
The choir.
I asked
shit.
to be. I was brought up going to church and I asked if I could be an altar boy and they wouldn't let me.
I was an altar boy.
You asked to be an altar boy, and do they have altar girls?
No, he said at that time, no. Eventually,
they had him
did.
They had him at our church.
I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not that much older than me.
But my brother was an altar boy, and he told me, go be in the chorus. He's like, girls are in the chorus.
And so
I'm
you
like,
went in the chorus?
I'm like, well, who's going to fuck me in the chorus?
Jesus
Trying to get...
I actually tried to
trying
join.
to fuck a gay priest.
I tried to join the choir, and I was like too timid to sing, so I would just say all the things out.
I always wanted to be able to sing, and my
Yeah.
mom, I asked her if I could sign up for boys choir, and she was like, "You're already
too gay."
yeah." Basically, she did. She was like, "Nah,
Yeah.
you're already gonna have it hard." So
My brother had it hard. My brother's birthday was July 31st, and instead of him being like the oldest kid in his grade, he was the youngest
Oh, he got that one.
So it was always like a little bit.
I was younger than everybody.
It's hard, right?
Yeah,
I was the oldest. I was older than everyone. I'm August 29th.
That's a
Yeah.
hard one. That's a hard one because you got like you were 18 your whole senior year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Uh,
Not for a nerd like Wilfred, but for
but
like
yeah,
somebody
for, like,
cool.
me.
but I did bring.
Yeah,
I
it
did
was hard.
purchase a porno magazine for a
Listen
friend.
to this
Wow.
guy. You purchased it for a friend. You didn't even look at it.
Yeah. Come
I
on.
remember
Yeah.
at the strip club in Seattle, Razzmatazz, they had senior night, which was like
Stop
for
it.
seniors in high school.
Oh,
really?
I thought you meant senior citizen.
No, it sounds like
I'm
that.
seeing like a naked lady popping a wheelie in her wheelchair.
No, it was for seniors in high school, and it was so
Whoa.
debaucherous. Like
I
it was
bet.
just like because nobody had any decorum, so we would go there. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday night or something, and I remember there was like a shower stage where a woman would shave on stage, like her
Whoa.
genitals, and it was like too much.
Is that-
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was like at 17 because I was in there with a fake ID. They were like. I was just seeing it. And I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
You know?
That sounds kind of gross. Like imagine
was.
she's like smoking a cigarette while she's doing it.
I feel like she was
Yeah.
kind of hot.
Just like
She
eating
was hot?
cantaloupe on the side.
Yeah.
It's just like doing two things at
She
once.
brought her. She's
She
got
has
her
like
sack lunch
hot
with her.
Cheetos. One hand's nibbling, the other one's
Yeah.
shaving.
Like who's cleaning that hair? Is another stripper like sweeping it up, or it's going down a
I think
drain?
it's going down the drain. Yeah.
Oh, there's a drain on the stage.
It's a shower
It's
stage.
a shower
Oh
stage.
wow. Yeah.
Anyways, let's get back to the topic. Okay, so all these Irish people get divided up,
Right.
and basically it's trouble from the get go because although Northern Ireland there's a lot of Protestants up there, it's still majority or like half and half at this point Catholic, and the Catholics want to be Irish. They
When
wanna
did the
be
Catholics do their thing up there?
When do you mean?
Like when did that? Like when did they take over the whole country?
Well, they way before everything. The only reason that England's not Catholic is because of what we talked about.
Oh,
Henry
Henry
VIII
VIII,
broke with the
that's right.
church so
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
could cut his wife's head
Okay.
off.
Yeah. Sorry.
The Holy Crusades.
Probably, yeah. You know,
I
whenever
don't
the
know.
Holy Roman Empire was.
You know,
Yeah.
we got Catholic up too.
Yeah.
The Filipinos.
Yeah.
You got Catholic up way later, though.
Yeah, way later.
Yeah, you
but
guys are still eating
And it
with your
wasn't the
hands.
Roman Empire; it was the Spanish.
yeah, but I think I say that Filipinos are. So people say that we're the Mexicans of Asia.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Some Filipinos try to claim the blacks of Asia. Like, come on, we're not that fun.
that's the ones that use the N word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we're the Irish of Asia.
Oh wow.
A
Yeah.
lot of Catholics.
I'd say that's more appropriate.
Yeah.
Alcoholics.
A lot of beer drinkers, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Palm wines.
Palm wines?
Are they drinking weird, like Asian kind of like where they make it
Rice
in their
wine?
Yeah, rice wine.
No. It's a lot of there's
There
like
must be
a
like
lot
a
of
local-
street food, and you have a beer with like a whatever the fuck you
Like a
got
goat,
on a stick.
A goat foot.
Yeah,
No, but
Come on.
you sit in a hammock and a monkey.
do you know nothing about my people, Karen?
He just called you a monkey.
No, they have
with a
monkeys.
monkey.
Oh.
Yeah, they have monkeys
With my
running
friend,
around.
with my monkey friend.
You train monkeys to steal your neighbor's stuff.
Oh, that's
you know,
fun.
it's
Uh-huh.
that kind of place. Anyways, we gotta be careful. I don't think I can make as many Filipino jokes because we're getting a larger Filipino.
Oh yeah, we are trying
listenership.
to corner the Filipino audience.
Market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
The-
Well,
like,
the new Gerber baby is Filipino American.
gross.
What?
Yep.
Let me
Yeah.
see this. Can you Google this one, Autumn? You know that there's also the new Steve from Blue's Clues is Filipino.
Okay.
I think his name is Josh. There's a Filipino Muppet on Sesame Streets.
New Steve, aka
And he's
Josh.
JR, right?
No, I just made that up that's in my bit. I think his name is I forget what it is. There's also like I saw my nephew was like playing YouTube videos of like, you know, of a cast of idiots singing Old MacDonald or whatever.
Okay.
And 2 of those kids were Filipino. So
There you go. You're taking over.
She's like the new Gerber baby is
Filipino?
Filipino American. Right there. If you go over to the left, Autumn.
that's her?
Yeah.
How cute.
Yeah, we do make cute babies.
How friggin' cute.
The issue is that like I still have that kid's face. So
You wish.
that's how cute I look. I look like that.
You should see him in the morning.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
when you first wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I go
Too
and
much sun.
when he opens for me on the road and I open the drawer that he sleeps in.
Wake up. Nice and She's adorable. I saw a similar looking baby today, and I was this close to being like, "Is that the Gerber baby?" But I was like, "You're being racist right now. It's just another cute."
Oh
Asian
yeah,
baby.
you just thought it was a celebrity because you're in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Another celebrity sighting.
Yeah.
The Gerber baby.
Gerb.
That's like almost like that Stefan from SNL. Like Leo will be there. The Gerber baby. So anyways, 1922, Ireland leaves. They rebel and become an independent nation.
This
So
is
there's
later than I thought.
1922.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when they fought as subjects of the crown in the First World War.
First
the
War.
Irish were part of that, and then they rebelled after the First World War, and they fought a rebel war until they were given basically.
What went on between those two, between the First World, or what was the like? All right, we're gonna rebel.
What was the
moment?
catalyst?
I think there was always tension, and there was British troops stationed, and it was probably just the British were weakened by World War One, and so they saw a chance, and also there was a lot of resentment. And
did the Irish
also-
become part of the Windrush?
No, that's much later. Windrush is the 60s.
Oh, really?
But the Irish
You know
are
what that
definitely
is?
that's like the Commonwealth. Well, the Crown in England needed people to work and build stuff. So
because everyone died in the world wars.
Yeah, so they reached out to all the colonies, and that's why, like, if you go to London, there's like tons of Africans, Indians, Caribbean people.
I went to London for a week and got real smart.
Yeah,
Sounds like it.
I became worldly as of that moment.
that was
Did you?
yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Worldly and mature.
Worldly, isn't it? But anyway, so Ireland, it doesn't really start like there's a lot of tension all through the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. In the 60s, it starts popping off because there's like a civil rights movement that builds up where it's like these Catholic people in Northern Ireland are like, hey, we should be able to rent houses the same and we shouldn't get beat up by police and things like that.
Were they motivated by the civil rights movement of the American 60s?
It did not say, but I'm sure that was part of it. I'm sure that they got the news.
Good
Yeah.
question. Good question, Wilfred.
I mean, I can really paraphrase
Kerryn.
this because basically what happens is the Protestants create.
Can
Like
that be the clip when Kerryn says one nice thing to me?
yeah. Can we clip that? Can we dig into that shot and get Kerryn saying one nice
Yeah.
thing to Wilfred?
Let's boomerang it over and over
Yeah.
again.
Can we put that on repeat? So the Protestants create like militant groups. There's like, first of all, there's like non-militant like political parties, but they also create paramilitary groups. And then in response, the Irish, through the help of the actual Irish, create the Irish Republican Army. That's the IRA. And then there's also the British troops are still there. And when shit starts to set off in the late 60s, so there'll be like a civil rights march. All these Protestants will come in and they'll just fuck shit up, along with all of the Royal Ulster Constabulary, which is the Northern Irish police. And then shit gets so crazy and people are dying so often and riots and fires and shit like that, the British Army actually comes in.
Okay.
And so now it's an occupied country.
What's that movie the with Cillian Murphy? The Wind That Shakes to Something? Oh.
The Barley.
Yeah, is that around the 60s?
I think that has more to do with the revolution, the Irish Revolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little check-in with Kerryn, see how she's feeling emotionally.
I'm just absorbing this.
Are you
intel.
getting any of this?
I'm getting it.
Because no, I mean, have you heard any of this before?
This all makes sense.
No, but like as an Irish person.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, we'll get to this later. But like the IRA is like kind of deemed a terrorist group. Eventually, like I can just go through it really quickly. IRA, once shit starts really popping off, the Protestants are fucking up Irish people, Irish Catholics in Northern Ireland. And occasionally they'll bomb somewhere in Dublin, or they'll go into Ireland and they'll kill an IRA guy in the country Ireland. The IRA is bombing London all the time.
Really?
They're killing British PMs. They killed the Queen's
Prime
cousin.
ministers?
The MPs, ministers of parliament. Sorry, not PMs.
Okay.
Like Congress people.
Sure. Okay.
But they're bombing the subway. They're bombing Harrods. They're bombing.
What's
they
Harrods?
killed the Queen's cousin, like on a yacht. They blew up his yacht. Like they're fucking shit up. And they're called a terrorist group. But oddly enough, because there's so many Irish in America, we are giving them a lot of money.
Oh.
Like there's an Irish congressman on Long Island named John King, and John King was like very like 9/11, like get all the Arabs out, no like World Trade Center mosque, you know, like very like heavily anti-terrorism platform. He was one of the main contributors, kind of
a little
boosters
flip-flopper.
for the IRA.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of a big swap.
Hypocrite.
Yeah.
And also the Irish
heard that a
mob
lot
in
about your
Boston,
people.
a lot of their money and guns were going to Ireland to support the IRA. So like her people were getting guns. They're going to their Walmarts, Kmarts, putting them in a big sack of potatoes, shipping them off to the motherland.
Up the raw.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
And then eventually, I mean, it just goes on like this for literally 40 years. It's just
This
like
is a lot like the Philippines.
The U2 song Bloody Sunday?
So Bloody Sunday happened in 1972. It was a same thing. Some Catholics went to march in Belfast, in a neighborhood in Belfast where they were not being given equal housing rights to. And then a bunch of Ulster loyalists, which loyalists meaning loyal to the crown, came in and just started fucking shit up, turns into a riot. And then the British troops just start mowing down people and just killing a lot of. But here's the thing. They don't even always kill the right people. They're not very good at this.
The British troops?
Yeah, sometimes they're
seems
killing.
very muddy.
Yeah, they're killing unionists, and but from like 1968 till 1998, when the Good Friday Agreement happens, it's just like literally like if you go through the Wikipedia page, it's like every 2 weeks, 4 people are killed by the other side. Half the time they're accidentally killing civilians. So like here's the number: out of the total killed in Northern Irish Troubles, 3,500 give or take. 1,800 were civilians, so half of them are civilians.
Is it because is the IRA like
the IRA is really bad? They're putting bombs in cafes, they're putting bombs in public transportation.
But are they like just sneaking in as civilians with the rest of their people? Like how the Filipinos did that, where it was a lot of guerrilla tactics where
nobody looked different. You had to declare
right.
your kind of allegiance, and most of the time it's pretty easy. You all look Irish.
Sure, yeah.
You're all disgusting looking white people.
Yeah. That's why Asians can get away with it, because you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, we're like,
us.
wow, look at this pretty lotus blossom.
Yeah. Oh shoot, it's a murderer.
It's a murderer.
It's the guy that wanted to murder me. I have his wanted poster. What the hell?
But so shit pops off. It's like it doesn't really matter about going into it. At one point, the IRA splits, and the IRA is actually fighting itself, the provincial versus the actual IRA. The IRA had ceased.
Why'd they split?
Because one wanted to keep fighting and the other one wanted to get into politics. There's a political party that is, you'll hear it a lot, that is part of the IRA but would never acknowledge it, which is called Sinn Féin. And Sinn Féin actually ran and won Northern Irish elections. So there was actually Sinn Féin representatives in British House when Sinn Féin kind of affiliates were also blowing up British landmarks and shit like that. It's very muddy. At one point they banned you couldn't show news about Northern Ireland in England or Ireland because they didn't want them to get any press. Oh wow. So they actually stopped, like they don't have freedom of speech or freedom of the press in England, so they can just be like, hey, you can't talk about that on the news.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that it's not a part of their whatever constitution or whatever.
No, which it makes sense. They're just like, yeah, we don't want to talk about this. It's bumming everybody out.
Yeah.
Give them too much praise.
That's a pretty British way to approach a problem. Just keep it in.
Did nobody talk about this at your house? You never really like talked about the Troubles or the homeland?
I mean, it would like come up, you know what I mean? And then
because we're of similar age, I think we're close in age. And so I remember because like 1998, like that's not that long ago.
Right.
I was a sophomore, junior in high school when the Good Friday happened. And I mean, you would like see it. Good Friday Agreement is Bill Clinton and Tony Blair and the two opposing parties got together and made a peace treaty that actually worked.
Oh, okay.
And that's when everybody stopped. There would be like a couple bombings and shit like that after that, but for the most part. Are you bummed out?
No.
Because you got real serious.
No.
Do you want to tell a joke about...
Okay, you can make fun of anybody.
Do you have a good
Irish?
Do you have any good Mick jokes?
Not really.
What about Polacks?
No. Are you Polish?
No.
I had this like great uncle, my Uncle John. He was an alcoholic and he had a shillelagh. He had one of those canes.
Yeah, I've had a shillelagh.
And we would walk by and he would just hit us.
Really?
No warning. We wouldn't do anything wrong.
How big was a shillelagh?
Big.
Yeah.
And we would like run and cry and tell my mom and she would just be like, I don't know what to tell you.
You're Irish. Sorry. This is part of growing up.
That's what Uncle John does.
One of the details that we didn't tell you is that I was the mascot of the Fighting Irish at my high school.
He was... And
you were the leprechaun?
They didn't even let him wear the head. He was just
they put
Filipino.
freckles on you or something?
I was just a Filipino guy
with a shillelagh.
With a shillelagh and
dressed like a leprechaun.
Yeah. Dressed up like the...
But his school was so
Irish.
Filipino that it didn't really...
That's funny.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of Irish people there. They just thought it was a funny bit that I would be the mascot.
It is.
It's too bad they didn't give you the head.
There's no head.
You should have had one.
Oh, well,
the Fighting Irish head, like they have at Notre Dame.
My dad wants to get a Fighting Irish tattoo.
Really?
Oh, really?
He's turning 70. My mom's like, this is ridiculous.
That's a pretty lame tattoo.
Do you want to hear something funny? My dad has a tattoo on his arm. It is the American flag.
Nice.
Oh, this is
a
awesome.
ball of flames.
Absolutely.
And it says 9/11/2001. And my dad is not from New York, is not from DC, was not in any
armed service.
No, I mean, he got drafted and spent all of Vietnam on a tropical island. Like, he's not a patriot.
You think he looks at his arm and he goes, oh, yeah.
I think probably. He also, him and my stepmom got these tattoos that say believe on them. And I realized that it's the font from the Macy's Believe holiday campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom keeps trying to talk about it. He's like, I want to get Fighting Irish. And I'm like, Dad, who are you fighting? Like, what are you fighting about? I'm like, the customer service people aren't going to be able to see your tattoo through the phone.
Are they in the suburbs now?
Yeah, they're in Cape Cod.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to be up in your neck of the woods this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Boston.
Okay.
I'm going to do some Don't Tell
comedy.
Oh,
nice.
And I want it because it's going to be 100 degrees on Friday.
Hot as hell.
In Boston. And I'm wondering the closest beach.
Probably Revere Beach.
Is it going to be shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's going to be gross.
I like Boston.
You could try to go south. Like if you drive an hour south.
Well, I'm staying in Providence because Rosie's at the connection.
Then just go to the beach in Rhode Island.
It's nicer, right?
Yeah.
Should I go to the beach on the Cape or should I go to the beach south of Newport?
Well, like Cape Cod is gonna be like you could get on 95 from Providence and you could be in Cape Cod probably like an hour and a half.
I'll do that.
Yeah. You could
Wilfred can't swim.
Who? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? That had nothing to do with this story.
How did you get here? How did you get to our country?
Yeah. How'd you make it here if you couldn't swim?
Yeah.
Did you ride on somebody's back?
You really can't swim?
I really can't swim.
I've tried to teach him a couple times.
There's a pool at my apartment building. You want to try? You want to come over during the week?
Say yes.
Yeah.
Say
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
This could get really hot.
Andy goes say yes.
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to tread water.
Everyone has tried to teach me.
What happened? You panic?
I haven't given you an earnest try.
I get pretty stressed in the water.
The last time I took you to water, you did okay.
I took you to water like
so
a horse.
Here's the thing. We went
Brought you to water.
We went to what was that place called? The Sook water holes or whatever.
the potholes.
Potholes.
Souk
It's
potholes.
Where are those?
By Victoria, British Columbia. They're like on an island in the
so,
woods.
and the water's shallow throughout. So I was just laying down with my arms out, and then I would like float that way.
Okay.
And I was like, I've learned how to kick.
Okay.
But
I guess
that's
it's kind of hard to like. You can float, but the method of moving through the water fluidly, you are unable to do. You don't have that coordination.
I'm pretty graceful. I'm
I
graceful
think
in all
learning
sorts of
how
ways.
to tread water is what gives you the confidence to to swim.
It's so crazy to me that you like learned breakdancing before you learned swimming.
Yeah, it's because my parents weren't involved. You need to get brought to a body of water when you're breakdancing. You just need an open space and some beats.
Yeah. See, I grew up on the beach.
Yeah, I got taught how to swim at like 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like an infant.
Yeah, I think before I was 19, I've been in water once in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is huge. I've done so much for your life.
Yeah. Are you a water sign?
I don't know. What's a Virgo?
I don't know.
I think that's Earth.
Okay. See, that's interesting because I'm an earth sign, so I crave being near and being in water.
Oh.
I'm a water sign.
I do, and I was talking with my therapist about I don't need to get into like the details, but there was this moment where I was like, oh yeah, whenever I drive over a body of water and across a bridge,
I want to kill myself. It's crazy. I have this, when I think about my parents and all my exes and my failure, I just want to park the car.
Every time I try to get somewhere deep, it just cuts in.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nope,
You
never
get
mind.
anxious?
You guys are all penalized.
Do you hear how Boston she just said? Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me your feelings, you fucking pussy.
You fucking
No,
wuss.
it's like I really like being around water.
Okay.
I love
Oh,
it.
you like it.
I
Yeah.
get like
Hard.
There's like a solemn peacefulness
Soothing,
that comes
it's
up.
peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love a waterfall. Oh,
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yep.
yeah. But so it's a shame that I can't exist in it.
Well, don't speak in such finite terms. Everything is. I mean, humans can swim. You are a human. You can do it.
I think it's because I've got dense bones.
No, you have a mental block, but
No,
you can
I'm pretty
break
sure
it.
it's my bones.
I couldn't do box jumps for a while, and it was all in my head.
Really?
And then I did do box jumps, and then I broke my hand doing a box jump, and I have
yeah.
How
like,
high of a box jump?
Oh, was
Pretty
that
high.
the recent break?
Yeah. And I just started
I
doing
was-
box jumps again.
Remember
Talk
when
about PTSD and like getting over it. Like
Remember
I was
when I,
super mentally blocked about it.
I was doing a show. Kerryn went up right after me, and I like held her.
You shook it too hard. Did you shake it too hard?
Yeah.
No, you jokingly, you're like, no, it didn't hurt afterwards.
okay.
But I
Some
felt,
people were shaking my hand too hard.
But I was like, I shook her hand, and she was like, "Why the fuck would you shake my hand?" And I felt awful. And then she's like,
Did you have a cast on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then she was like, "I'm kidding. I didn't feel you. You
Okay.
could never hurt me." Wilfred."
That sounds about right.
I feel like it would be kind of hard to hurt you.
That was a painful time in my life when that hand was broken.
How high was the box that you?
Oh, I don't know.
How did you landed wrong?
No, I punched the box.
Oh,
like so.
shit.
See how it still doesn't really bend?
Yeah, boxer break.
Yeah.
That's what they call that.
Yeah.
I've gotten that from punching many a cupboards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
puncher.
They told me that when I was in there, they're like, usually men have this break. They punch walls. They punch.
I don't punch.
I've punched so many stupid things. It's so dumb.
What happens in that moment? Do you realize you're gonna hurt yourself? Like
You want it. You want to
You
hurt
want the
yourself.
pain,
You
yeah.
know,
Oh, really?
you want to hurt something, and you've been raised well enough to know that you can't punch the woman that you're fighting with.
Yeah. It was so funny. When
So you punch the thing that they care about most,
Uh-huh.
the
The
kitchen.
wall.
their little
punch your-
food cubbies.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch your dishes.
Yeah. And
I
just-
punched the shit out of her apron.
yeah, I punched the KitchenAid. My hands all gnarled.
I remember when we lived underneath Racine and Deb. Racine was like, "Yeah, I've been getting really good at patching up holes in walls."
Yeah, Racine is so Italian. That's how they become contractors. They just have to fix the home that they've destroyed.
You guys out. My brother was the same spot. He kept punching the same spot, and like my parents like spackled it a couple times, and then it just became what? That's Michael's punching
You
hole.
should just fill it with candy.
right.
Like pinata, that'll
Yeah.
change the mood.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you punched a wall and all of a sudden
And then
candy
you got
fell
candy
out?
all over your fingers.
Everybody'd be like, I'm not mad anymore. Well, we are nearing the end. I don't really think there's much to cover about
What's the situation now in Ireland?
tense. It's better, but it's tense. Things have been harder because Ireland stayed in the EU, but when the Brexit happened, Northern Ireland basically had to leave. And so Northern Ireland was actually thinking about seceding from the UK because they wanted to continue their trade with the European Union, and they created a special deal. That was part of England's negotiations out of the EU, was to keep Northern Ireland like able to basically have the same kind of terrace taxes that Ireland has. I don't think that I don't think there's more Catholics in Northern Ireland than there are Protestants now, which used to not be the case, but you guys fuck like fucking rabbits. And so you
have a lot of siblings?
Well, my mother was one of 6. And
you haven't heard the term Irish twins?
Yeah, they're like back to back.
It's like when your mom, like born within a year
They
of each
just
other.
stay
My
pregnant.
family did that.
Yeah.
My mom was pretty conservative. She only has 3 kids, and we're all 3 years apart.
Oh, really? That's good planning.
Yeah.
I think there was some statistic that the average Irish family was like 8 kids or something like that at
makes
some
sense.
point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty big families.
Yeah. Filipinos are the same way.
Yeah.
They don't.
It's the Catholic Church, baby.
Yeah. Keep it in, gang. That's what we are.
Keep it in, gang. That's a good one. I think we should change the podcast to that. The Keep it in, gang. So a lot of people died. I don't know, 3,500, 50,000 injured. A lot of the IRA killed a bunch of British soldiers. They would like see a British soldier like on off duty, just like walk into a bar, and they would just go in and kidnap him and kill him. They were like ruthless.
Were they like pretty brutal about the way they killed people?
And also there was a ton of inside, like if you were just a normal person and you, let's say, like assisted the British in any way, the IRA might come and fuck up your family, might kill you. Like
really?
They killed tons of women and like just regular people for being like, you know, like maybe having a restaurant that served British soldiers.
Oh, wow.
Shit like that. Like the IRA was not innocent in this. They started out with some pretty good philosophies, but they
I gotta say, I
kind of
don't think I'm
ruthless.
a fan of these guys anymore.
I don't like violence personally.
I
Really?
like it. I'm kind of pro anything idealistic, even if, you know, you got to break some eggs to make a communist utopia. And anyways,
It's a saying. Don't worry about it.
You gotta break
but you know what?
to make a communist utopia.
I think the weird thing is that in our lifetime, there was bombs going off in London that were from Ireland. You just don't think about that at all. Like when we were in high school, a bomb went off in London by
Really?
the IRA.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, they bombed the like capital, like the
They should never forget those.
Parliament building.
They should never forget those dates.
But they all seem to blur together, and like they don't. The word terrorism wasn't used like.
No, it's white people. You can't call them terrorists. That's rude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was just it wasn't received the same.
So which side are you on?
The good side,
Yeah, that's right.
That's
What about you?
the light side. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, I'm a bad boy.
My little bad guy.
Uh-huh.
Kerryn, is there anything you want to plug besides
your butthole?
September 7th, I will be at New York Comedy Club Stamford location.
who you got going with you?
I don't know yet.
Some cute
Do you have a
boys.
car?
Maybe no, I don't.
How do you get up there?
My opener will drive me. Whoever,
That's yeah. All right, that rules
whoever
me out.
I choose.
Okay.
I'll let you know if I get a car by then.
Okay, Wilfred.
Do you have a
You're in the
pod still?
running. Yep. You can check out my podcast, Only Feehan. New episodes every Friday. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just hit 100,000 subscribers.
God damn.
Thank you. And follow me on Instagram. Check
What
out
is your
the Only-
what's housed on your YouTube channel? The podcast.
The podcast
and
and
stand-up?
some stand-up. That's
Okay.
it.
Do you have like a social media manager?
No.
You making that kind of
No.
dough?
I guess, my podcast producer does some of that. Like I have stuff on TikTok. I don't have TikTok on my phone.
Yeah.
But I have like videos that he puts up
Oh,
there.
that's good.
But
Good for you.
Yeah.
That sounds healthy.
The YouTube thing popped off with shorts. Like a couple shorts went viral, and
Good for you.
you start begging, and then you get like 90K subscribers, and then you just start begging.
Yeah. That's where I was at with like 50.
You know,
When I got to 50 on Instagram, I was like at 49.8.
Right.
And I was like, you
just give it to me,
motherfuckers,
you
I need
fuckers.
this.
But the second you ask, then like 10 spiteful assholes will unfollow you.
I've been getting unfollowed left and right now.
Oh, it happens to me all the time.
It's the worst when you're at like you hit like a
threshold.
49.9 and then
Yeah.
you go back to 49.8. You're like,
Yeah. I imagine that'd be the worst.
Do you guys struggle with comments or anything on?
I don't, because unless it's like very acutely my insecurity, I get a lot of DMs that are very offensive.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, like somebody will be like, "Is your hair transplant thinning?" And I'm like,
Fuck you,
"Yeah,
dude."
probably."
And the
but
person writing that just like brushed flakes of eczema off their fucking keyboard. Like
And
they're the grossest human.
there's also another guy that constantly is like, whenever me and Rosie are on the road, he's like, "You guys are so fucked. Your kid's gonna be so fucked because you're not getting ready to be parents."
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah, it's so weird. He started badgering me
Jesus.
because he was a Man City fan.
Oh,
And
wow.
then he just pivoted into talking about how bad of parents were going to be.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
But I kind of, I think I'm healthy enough where that type of stuff doesn't get to me. I feel like it's a lot harder for
Yeah,
women
I mean-
because they go after they don't really go after looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they go after it all. Like, if they can't get you, like, I mean, people fucking write cankles on my fucking shit, and I'm
Let me
like,
see your
really? They're not great.
They're not cankles.
They're not.
Jesus.
I don't have full cankles, no.
No.
But like, yeah, sometimes I hate that. Like, I gotta turn off, I think, my YouTube notifications, because sometimes you'll like wake up in the
Oh
morning,
yeah, all my notifications are turned off.
and the first like thing that you'll be like, oh, you're just like, oh, I just want to, take a first pee, maybe have a sip of coffee, and then you grab your phone. It's like, you're not funny. It's
You're
like,
like,
what?
fuck.
I just woke up. I'm not trying to be funny.
Unless
So-
you're dating a depressed guy.
Right.
And
Oh, then
gotta
you're trying. Then you got
do
tap
your-
shoes on.
you tap dancing naked.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's like trying to swipe on me. He's like, something else.
Next video, please.
Do better.
Well, thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
for
on the
having me.
pod.
This was great, guys.
I think this will be late August, early September. So nothing to plug. I'm just getting ready for parenthood.
No, wait. Are we already in Texas?
I think this will be post Texas. Sorry.
All right.
That's fun. I just got back from Texas. I love Texas.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you do
okay.
Mothership?
Yeah.
How was it?
Great.
Amazing.
Super fun. Both rooms are great.
Exciting.
Can't have a bad show.
Subscribe, like,
Comment.
all that shit. The known zone pod at gmail.com.
Yeah, send us. Try to send us your suggestions for who you'd like on the pod, topics to cover, complaints, concerns,
And we're gonna start a Patreon, and if you subscribe, I'll give you Kerryn's phone number.
Yeah, we'll give
Yeah.
you Karen's phone number and
What?
Yeah. Thanks for
some of our
thanks
other
for coming on the
passwords.
pod.
All right, thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye.